Hi. So, I'm going to try my damnedest to not curse tonight. Trying to do a fully clean set. This is rough. So, I was curious recently how many of you get asked, what are you? Like, is this a normal question that people ask everybody? Or just those of us who are sort of racially ambiguous? Like, I'm curious, I don't care so much about, like, the question. I care about my answer. And is that gonna please you? Like, am I exotic enough, just depending on what I say? So sometimes I wanna come up with stuff, but it's just too tiring, so I just mostly go with the truth. So I was at a reception in Vegas a few weeks ago, and a woman said to me, I love your hair and your skin. What are you? And I was like, thank you. Weird. I'm half Italian. And I was like, I didn't bother giving her the other half because I was pretty sure my level of downness and rhythm was coming through, so she probably knew what that other half was. So she's like, oh my gosh, I love Italian food. And I wish I was Italian. And I was like, you know you could still eat cannolis even though you're not Italian. Like, we allow that now. It's kind of a new thing. So I used it as like a teaching moment because she was so excited. So I was like, hey, rainbow and chocolate sprinkles taste the same. Kind of like black and white people. You really should try that out. And so then I decided that I would give her a couple more lessons. So I was like, you can usually tell if someone's partly black by the level of investigation they give to, like, say, noises in the house or shootings or anything that's sort of happening around them. So I had a mouse living in my house probably a week longer than it should have because I didn't fully investigate it. I'm only half white. So when I first heard the noise, I was like, I guess my house is settling. No, I knew that rustling wasn't really like a settling sound, but I just couldn't be bothered to get up until half my chocolate bars were missing, and then that got serious, and the black of me was like, you are not going to eat my chocolate bars. So I investigated, and that mouse got killed quickly. So here's a couple things about being mixed. Like, you kind of have like a racial scapegoat for everything. So, like, here's an example. Those people who are what I call late walkers into the crosswalk, you know, they've got like 2 or 3 seconds to go, and we all know it's going to take them like a minute and a half to cross. And I'm driving in the car. That's too bad for them. So they get in it, and if they don't pick up the pace, I gotta hit them. And here's why. The white part of me needs to hit them because they need to be taught a lesson like Master would do. And then the black part of me is going to hit them just because I need to take them out, get to the side, kind of partly for sport, but partly because by any means necessary seems to apply at this point. So I was asked to be on a foundation board for economically needy people. And they said to me, we want you to be on this board because we think your ideas are going to be different. I said, you're right. I am pretty radical in thought. So here's an idea. let's get rid of this board for economically needy people by getting rid of the economically needy people, and then we don't have to actually meet at all, thus giving us all back our free time that we were using to devise these ideas for economically needy people. So, being mixed kind of worked together for me here, because the white person in me was the reason I was asked to be on the board, I'm sure. And then both sides worked together because neither side really wanted to be on the board, but for different reasons. The white side of me was like, why are we helping people? I mean, we all have our own bootstraps. Just pull yours up and I'll pull mine up. And then the black side of me is like, I don't have time for this. I'm like tracking the new Air Jordans. So, mixed, you know, racial scapegoat, win-win for all. That's my time.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miss Gina Brown. Miss Gina Brown in the building.